China has hit back at the US once again with 125% tariffs on American goods. It's the latest in a more than week-long tit for tat, as rates of tariffs have slowly crept up into the triple figures. As it stands, US levies on China are now at a massive 145%, so that's more than 90 percentage points higher than this time last week. And a spokesperson for China's Ministry of Commerce has called Trump's approach to tariffs a numbers game that will become a joke. The Chinese premier has said that the world economy has been dealt a heavy blow by the tariffs already. For the rest of the world, caught in the middle of a face-off between two multi-trillion-dollar gorillas, there are some difficult diplomatic decisions to be made. European economies are, on the whole, entangled both with the US and China. But there are some interesting diplomatic shifts going on as well. So today, Spain's PM Pedro Sanchez told President Xi in Madrid that Spain sees China as a partner of the EU. And a German government spokesperson has said that Berlin is braced for economic disruption from massive escalation. While the pause announced on Wednesday has put a hold on most global tariffs and markets are far more buoyant than they were on Monday, the sanctions on China alone could produce huge collateral damage. One sector which is particularly worried is big tech. For instance, the cost of smartphones manufactured in China and sold in the US could rise massively. One analyst, Dan Ives, has suggested that the handset could cost as much as $3,500 now. Trump seems convinced that iPhone manufacturing could just be moved over to the US, but it's hard to see how, because the phone itself is made up of hundreds of complex components sourced from international supply chains. And the uncertainty is doing something unusual and worrying to the US economy. So yields on American bonds are rising while the dollar itself falls, and they're normally connected. And that's worrying because normally higher demand to buy up government bonds should strengthen the dollar. But the divergence suggests that investors are taking safer bets, but also betting against the currency. And all the while, the chaos and uncertainty around tariffs is hitting Trump where it hurts him the most, in his approval ratings. So public approval for his handling of the economy in the US has dropped from 50 to 44%. And if you're wondering what the man himself has been up to today, he's been sharing videos of Hillary Clinton on Truth Social. This caps off the week that started with massive bloodletting from global markets and ends with the two largest global economies facing off in a trade war more dramatic than anything we've seen in modern times. So who knows what will happen next week? But for all the updates on this story as it happens, head to cityam.com.